Hi, this is Kim Breeden. I am creating this video to help you get started on your Quarter 2 project, Graphic Geometry. Make sure you read the directions, and I'm going to give an overview primarily of how you can use Canva. So the goal is that you're going to be creating 3 different graphics: a meme, a cartoon, and an infographic. I want these to be fun and creative and easy ways to help other people understand the geometry you've learned. You're going to start by creating a free account at canva.com. You do not need to pay anything. Do not upgrade. Everything you need for this project is included in a free account. The terms that you're allowed to use in your project can be found on page 4 of the handout. Once you have an idea, or to use Canva to help you brainstorm, let's look at some options within Canva for how I created a meme. In the directions, I have put links to specific kinds of templates that you can use for the meme. You can also just scroll through and kind of experiment and just check out what you have. It will show you different things for Instagram or Facebook. I'm just going to say, let's look at some social media templates. And I'm just going to scroll through and find a template that I think could work for my meme. Now, while I'm using this as a template, I'm going to be able to change a lot of things. So I'm going to start by changing my text. So I'm just going to click there, and I'm going to type the text that I'm going to use. So I typed in my text. I don't need that top date, so I'm just going to delete the date part. Okay. Now I need an image. So over to the left, I can use different things that they provide. However, in this case, and you could tell some of the different options are free, but for this particular meme, I wanted to use an image that I created. I have to start by uploading my image. I'm going to click on Photos. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click on Photos. I have to scroll down. I have to click on Uploads. And I'm going to say that I want to upload an image. And I'm going to browse on my computer. So the image is uploaded. As you can see, I have some other images I've uploaded here. I created these using Sketchpad. You can create them in Paint. For some situations, maybe you could find an image online that you would save and then use. Then I'm just going to click and drag over the image that I want. Okay, it's really big, so I'm just going to resize it. Okay, so I resized it. I feel like it should be a little bit bigger, so I'm actually going to make my speech bubble a little bit smaller. And my angle a little bit bigger. Okay, so I have a 90-degree angle saying, why can't you admit that I am always right? Well, it's a 90-degree angle. We call that a right angle. And that's humorous because we as humans often say, like, hey, I'm right. Now, I can save this. As I've been going, it has been saving. I'm not sure that I like the fact that my image is white, but that background is blue. So I'm going to click on that background. And let's see. Oh, I want to change that color. I'm just going to make my background be white. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better with my image. Now, in order to turn it in, we're going to download it. Okay, when you download it, it's going to suggest a file type. So this is saving it as an image. And for memes, it appears that it's always going to do it for free. You are not going to pay even if it asks you, and I'll show you later how to work around that. So we're going to download so we can save that. Now let's look at how to make a comic strip. Finding the comic strip templates isn't quite as easy in Canva, so I recommend that you go back to the directions and use that direct link to comic strips. Okay, so you're going to click on Start Designing a Comic Strip. So for the comic strips, there are about 10 templates that you can use. Some people might decide to change this quite a bit. Other people might use a template and not make many changes at all. So flip through them. Think about what kind of characters you want, how many boxes you need, and then go ahead and pick a template that you think is going to work for you. I chose to use the one on cats. Very similar to how we did the meme. The text boxes can easily change. So you can type in the new text. You can change the size. Now imagine that you wanted to do a different character. We could put different figures in here. I'm going to get rid of that cat and let's put in something else. So elements are where you're going to find a lot of the characters. Quite a few of them are free. I found that the featured had many free ones. Again, remember, you do not need to pay for anything. So maybe I'm going to decide that I'm going to use a parrot as my main character. I can drag him around and resize him. Back in Elements, another spot that had quite a bit of free ones were the stickers. And the stickers have some animation, which is kind of cool. And shapes. Shapes is where you'll find some additional speech bubbles. So if you wanted to add more conversation, say I had 2 people in there and I had to add another speech bubble, you can click on those and then type in there as well. This is a spot you can use a lot of your creativity. When you are ready, couple ways you can share it with me. You can click the share button. And the share button, you can do just copy link. Okay, so then it will give you a link that you can copy and paste into the Word document. That one's especially nice if you have animation that you want to be able to share. Otherwise, we can download it. Now, when you click download, you'll notice in the comic book that it tries to charge you. Again, we are not going to pay anything. If you notice at the bottom, download a watermarked draft. So this means that it's going to say Canva on it, and that's totally fine. Do not pay. So I'm going to keep it as a PDF, and then I'm going to download my draft. And so now I do have it saved on my computer. And you'll notice that it does have watermarks. It says Canva on different images. And again, that's fine. And you can save it as a PDF. You can save it as an image. Any option is fine. And just to let you know, you do not need to finish your projects all in one setting. If you go back just to the home page or canva.com, you are going to see your designs. And it's going to show the different versions of them. So don't worry, if you get started, it is going to save it for you. And now let's look at infographics. Again, I have included a link directly to the templates for infographics. There's lots of different formats. In order to figure out which one works best for you, I do suggest that you start with a rough sketch. You do have to pick one of the themes from this quarter that I've listed. So those are on the bottom of page 4 onto the top of page 5. That can help you figure out maybe how many different boxes or sections you need. So I use the link to infographic templates. As you can see, there's a huge range. So just visually, pick one that you like. Remember, you can change all of the text and the images. So I picked this template because I was working with angles formed by parallel lines. There were 5 different types of angle pairs, and then I needed an example. So I looked for one that had 6 spots for different information. Towards the bottom of your screen, there is a percentage button. You can click on that to change the size. It's going to make it a lot easier to edit. So then, as in the other ones, you're going to click and you're just going to redo the text. So the infographic, as the name implies, is going to be a lot more informative. So things like basic definitions. So I put the title. Then I am going to need to replace my images, so I can get rid of that image. And this will be a spot where you have to upload some of your images. Remember, we did that using the left link, uploads. I could upload an image. I already put some in. And I actually created a couple different versions of the image because I wanted them to have different colors in the backgrounds. So I'm going to put the yellow one in here, and I can resize them. I would continue to update this. But again, when you are done working, I'm going to download. The infographic does not ask you to pay. Remember, everything is free. So we're going to download that as an image and save it and submit it along with your project. If you have additional questions on how this project works, please ask. This is a time to be creative and to show what you've learned in a fun, visual way. Thanks for your hard work this quarter. Bye.